Dark Dimension 5 is coming on Thursday. Eternals. As a two-person team, they're capable of huge punch-ups in war. We got some footage we're going to show you of that. There were some missing blitzes, but replaced by something a little better. And Doctor Strange is coming in as a brand new character in Marvel Strike Force. What is it going to mean? What team is he coming to? We're going to take a look at all of that in this video. But without further ado, let's talk about these missing blitzes in Marvel Strike Force. This was a tweet sent out yesterday, November 15th. Today at 4 p.m., the newest blitz went live, and it currently features Red Guardian, which is a lot better than the Wasp blitz, in my opinion. I think for newer players, a lot better than Wasp. Wasp is capable of unlocking Dr. Octopus, but Red Guardian, I think, is a much better character. So Wasp blitz getting postponed. Players already making progress in the Blitz. We're leaving the Red Guardian as a featured character, and the Wasp Blitz will run at a later date. I think this is a good leave it. It's less confusing that way. So I like what they did here. Now, as far as the big punch-up, we have footage here from the channel of Tadano Mac Japan. If you guys don't remember Tadano Mac Japan, he's the first person to finish Dark Dimension 3. So, who uses Wasp? Wasp is useful for unlock for characters. Red Guardian, Wasp are similar characters is what chat is saying. All right, so if we take a look at this, let's actually go back. This is a 393 Eternals team, the two-person Eternals team. So very, very beefy Icarus, very beefy Cersei. A lot of beef to get these characters that level just for two of them. Facing a huge, almost 1 million power, new warriors with Silver Surfer and Emma Frost. My goodness, let's go to the end of this footage. You guys can watch the full battle there, but and I'll leave a link to his video down below. But yes, look at them. They are taking them out. Everyone, big, huge, ginormous punch up they're capable of. And then now let's talk about a couple things from the blog post last week. Availability updates. Doctor Strange. We're not getting his costume in the game. We realized that Doctor Strange from What If would fit perfectly as a new character. So in the future, the costume for Doctor Strange is going to be removed, looking like a very good character or like a very good future. Oh, and Goofy Rexy with the resub. Goofy, hey, you guys know what that time it is. Goofy, you are breathtaking, and it is Turkish Delight time, baby. Yes, I assume video recording. Yeah, I know that's why. Thank you for that, brother. But yeah, Doctor Strange coming. In his new costume. He's going to be removed, returning as a brand new playable character in 2022. So what team do you think he's going to be a part of? Some of the guesses from the Valley Club, part of a variant team. Maybe with characters like Sylvie and the other Loki and Kang and other characters. Or maybe a What If team with the Star-Lord T'Challa, the Ultron that we have the costume with right now. The new Killmonger. Some of the other characters, Captain Peggy, where could he be going? There's been rumors of Scarlet Witch getting reworks in February of 2022. Could that be the team? Maybe a different version of the Supernatural. We will have to see. Where is Wong? Will Wong finally come to Marvel Strike Force? All this stuff, guys. Hopefully we get some insight into all this stuff in just a little bit. But without further ado, it is time for your questions from the Mailbag Tuesday. We did the Icarus video yesterday, and yeah, very, very good characters. All right. Hey, Valley, love the content and the positivity. As always, brother, smashing your way from Western New York with another question this week. Having enjoyed your Hall of Fame video with Mobile Gamer, I was wondering if you consider doing a video on the evolution of the meta over the lifespan of MSF. That actually sounds like a very fun video. So that actually might be in the video tomorrow, either with Mobile Gamer or by myself, but I like that. I enjoy seeing who was in the meta prior to playing, and I think it would be helpful for newer players understanding why it's beneficial not to focus on certain tunes, even if they make the early game significantly easier. Thanks for the content, man. Yes, that actually sounds like a very good idea. So probably tomorrow, unless there's something that goes on in Marvel Strike Force, yes, that should be tomorrow's video, and hopefully we could do that with Mobile Gamer. Next question. Actually, there's a question from chat. Newer players with no access to Captain Sam can use Red Guardian. Rip, if you haven't farmed up Wasp already for the unlock. So yeah, the only good thing, as going back to those blitzes, the good thing about Wasp being in there is because of the unlock for Doc Ock as part of that Pimtech team. Excuse me, I said Doc Ock. as part of Jubilee of that Pimtech team. And then Red Guardian, the good thing is he's a very good tank. One of the only pre-taunt tanks, the other being Drax in the game. So still has some use, but Captain Sam is the better character. But Red Guardian, if you don't have him, decent. You're going to get more use out of Red Guardian than Wasp. All right, hey, Valley. Love the content and would like to get some Dark Dimension 2 advice. My team is currently Kestrel, Gamora, Phyla-Vell, Dagger. Should I use Cersei and Icarus? If so, who should I replace them? I also have Deathpool. Dark Dimension 2, you should be able to get through it with just those characters. You might be able to get through it a little easier with Deathpool, but Cersei and Icarus, I see a lot of long-term value for them. So, yeah, they're going to help you in Dark Dimension 2. They're going to help you in Dark Dimension 3, Dark Dimension 4, Dark Dimension 5. They're going to help you in arenas. So the team you have, if you're limited on resources and don't want to do anything too much right now, that team of Kestrel, Gamora, Phyla-Vell, Nebula, Dagger, you should be able to get through. If you got a Cloak and then adding that Deathpool as well, should get through a little quicker, but you'll get through Dark Dimension 2 with that team. Cersei and Icarus, I probably would still build for their long-term value. You've seen their punch up in war right now. They're capable of a lot of stuff. So despite Dark Dimension 2, I would build Cersei and Icarus. But yeah, if you're saving stuff, you should better get through. Racing My Dad, wanted to know who's going to dominate Dark Dimension 2 more. I was also thinking I'll run Dagger and Deathpool, Phyla-Vell, Cersei, and Icarus. Cersei, Icarus would be good. You could run Deathpool's going to give you long-term value. Kestrel's going to give you long-term value. Dagger with Cloak is going to give you long-term value. So I think a lot of it could be dependent on your gold stars, on your red stars, but all those characters that you mentioned are good. So I guess it's whatever you could gear up quickest and whatever you could get to that levels as fast as possible. So yeah, all good choices there, brother. All right, what is up, Valley from New York City? I was the guy that commented an Instagram photo that said, come on, take one for the team and be the Tin Man. You messaged me back. I thought it was really cool that you interact with your fans. Nice job. So that, if you guys don't know, for Halloween, I was Wolverine, aka Logan, and the kids, the wife, was characters from The Wizard of Oz. Now, let me just explain why it's not taking one for the team. The kids were gonna be Dorothy and the lion. I was gonna be Logan because we were doing a lot of Weapon X cosplay on the stream. Day before Halloween, my wife goes to the store and says, I'm gonna be this cowgirl thing. I said, hey, but if you be the scarecrow, you could be like the kids, and then I could be like a weird Tin Man. She's like, oh yeah. So that's how it came about. So it didn't come about like that. So it came about at the costume store the day before Halloween. So anyway, on to the question. What's going on with a 5, 6, or 7 orb sale for the mutants? Sabretooth, Wolverine, Psylocke, and Storm. I know Drew is talking about more X-Men coming. Will Psylocke and Storm be the new teams? Azure Boy Drew, thanks. All right, Drew, of course, we don't know. I've spoken to him. He doesn't know about the mutants other than what he's already mentioned. And yes, that could be some kind of rework coming for more mutants, but he talked about a few different teams. Talked about Gam, Ro, talked about Angel, the Archangel, as part of some more Horsemen for Apocalypse coming. But as far as these mutants, I think it's just and the Hellfire Club, the Hellfire Hellions coming. It looks like sometime in April in 2022 at this point. So maybe it's something to do with these, or maybe it's just a lot of hype, knowing how much the community liked mutants and trying to make a little bit extra from the mutant content there. That's what my thought is, but it could be something down the road. We know some characters down the road are coming that are going to be a part of this mutant teams. But as far as Sabretooth and Wolverine, I think they already got the reworks for this Weapon X team. Psylocke, Storm, maybe for something down the road. But yeah, as far as anything soon, I don't think it's going to be in the next few months. If it is, I think the earliest any kind of mutant love we're going to get is February, but I know people love mutants. I love mutants. Hopefully I'm wrong on that, but we will see. Nothing new from Drew yet. All right, Valley, less of a question, more of a quality of life improvement. I'm going to love this. I love quality of life improvements. Wouldn't it be cool if you could just select and lock in your Blitz tier? For those that have a character at 7 stars, they can focus on tier 1 and pick up easy wins. This would also allow those who need shards to score higher and get more shards, as they can score higher multipliers than those that have higher TCP. It seems silly that people have to lose to do better in events. Thoughts? It's a double-edged sword, because if I was always at 1x and the tier 1 of Blitz, I would win with every single one of my teams. And I guess there's little challenge in that. On the other side of it, I've wanted this before. Let me be clear, but since Blitz Sim came out, I don't think this is something they would implement. It would be easier to score a lot of points if you don't have to worry about dropping tiers. If you lose a battle on 8.0, not having to worry about dropping to 7.0 if you pick the wrong team. I think that makes it not as fun. I kind of like that pressure of, oh, I got to pick the right team or I'm going to have to drop. And then when I do pick the right teams and they win, if I'm not sure if it's going to win, if it kind of is like a 50-50 battle, I like coming out on top. So I do see the benefits of that, because you could get more wins. You not have to focus on climbing up too much when all you're focusing on wins. And when you're focused on your score, you're not have to worry about dropping down too much. But I do see some problems, and I think it would make it a little too easy, as a matter of fact. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Am I wanting too much challenge? I like the challenge, actually. But as far as time, is it good with this type of mechanic, the amount of time savings and the reducing the challenge? I think for me, I want to keep the challenge. Right. I think Scopely does a good job coming up with kits that match the character's abilities. Which character's kits least match how the character would perform in the comics? Rhino clearing blinds. Else never missing. All right, let's go take a look at it in game. Nothing is really popping off the top of my head. So let's go take a look at them in game. See if there's anything that I see. Maybe Gamora. I don't know. Yelena, maybe a little bit. I guess she does some explosions there. Nebula, I don't really remember her coming back to life, but I guess she could if you're considering that she gets broken and then fixed. Who else is not really standing up to how their kits would work? Emma goes into the diamond form. He's calling a lot of people. A lot of these characters, I think, perform pretty good. There's probably a lot of glaring omissions of characters that is just not popping onto the top of my head right now. I don't know if that made sense. Anyway, yeah, I think a lot of these characters, I'm thinking maybe Vision with his control. Cable does that time rewind. I have no idea about Ultimus, so that one. Yeah, Yo-Yo's kind of a weird one as far as a protector. Offense down. Spider-Man isn't the fastest character in the game, and then until Quicksilver turns up. Spider-Man's speed. Guess the defense downs. I like the stunning and the slows, though. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot, but nothing's really popping out the top of my head. I guess this is the bad thing about not pre-screening these questions and going to this live. But most of them seem pretty thematic as far as what I know. But I'm not the expert in comics. If there's any glaring omissions that I'm just not remembering, though, let me know off the top here in the comments, guys. All right, next question. All right, I am almost done with my Dark Dimension 4 plans for Global. I'm doing Sam, Sinister, Zemo, and Ghost. Already have 4 Cosmic, Kestrel, Surfer, Bishop, Min for City. I'm doing Symbiote, Spider-Man, Scream, Anti-Venom, and Night Nurse for Legend and for City. For Legendary, I'm doing Phoenix, Doc Ock, Adam Warlock. What do you think of this? And should I change anything? All right, so big one that really stood out to me is Night Nurse. Night Nurse was cool at the time because we didn't have a lot of city characters, and getting all those alien spores was kind of a rough thing. I would take out Night Nurse with this one. I've already done Anti-Venom, Scream. All my cosmic characters listed. I've not done Ghost, Captain Sam, Night Nurse, Adam Warlock, Phoenix, Mod, Doc Ock, and greetings from Mississippi. Greetings back from Texas. So Cloak and Dagger for City, I would agree with, because not only are they going to give you value in City for Dark Dimension 4, they'll give you value in City for Dark Dimension 5 and give you value in the raids. And potentially in Arena, if that does turn up to be the best combo for, what is the Eternals on there. Captain Sam, that's a great choice there. Adam Warlock is still a great character, although his value went down. Not really needed too much for Arena because of the Eternals. Not really needed as much in those Mystic lanes in Doom. But as far as legendaries, I think he's one of the better options. So you could leave him there. Phoenix is not used a lot. I don't use her anywhere nowadays. She will help you in Dark Dimension 4, but as far as long-term value, I don't see her being used in the raids. I don't see her using Arena. I don't see her really having a resurgence in War other than what she's doing right now. So Phoenix, you might want to skip and maybe do another legendary character. Like, do you have Jubilee? Jubilee would be a great one. Even Shuri, I'm using more than Phoenix right now. So those are some other options that you could use instead of Phoenix. Ma still is going to have some value, although being a Mystic character and having a lot of great Mystic options in Doom, I don't know if he's going to be a long-term character, but as far as other Mystic options, it's great. Doc Ock is good in attack. It's kind of good by default. It's not really the best. Secret Avengers work very good in global as well, but you have a lot of the characters done already, so I don't know if I would deviate. Ghost is an okay option for tech as well. If you could run some other characters, I mean, there's rumors of Emma Frost getting a rework down the road, so maybe going back to the old Emma Frost and Sinister for that. But those are some options for you. I hope that helps. The biggest one that I was like, oh, don't do that is Night Nurse. So hopefully this video comes out in time that we could stop you from doing Night Nurse and put value in some other characters, brother. All right, and last but not least, value. Said you're in a casual alliance, been happy with it. I love the group I'm in now, but can't get past Ultimate 7.5. Personally, I'm at 9.5 million TCP, halfway through the last node of DD4 with all the new characters unlocked and built and ready. I value not having the drama of competitive alliance, but I at least want to do Doom 1.0 to get some blue ISO 8s. Should I try to push past my current alliance and get there, or are there casual alliances out there that would take someone under TCP million, at least doing Doom 1.0? Sorry for the long question and keep smashing it, brother. So you gotta, so first thing I would do, I would have a conversation with your current alliance right now, see if they are ready to move into Doom 1.0. And if they are, then that settles it very, very easy. It seems like you're struggling to get past Ultimate 7.5 though, so that may not be the way to go. But if they are willing to build their characters and push, then that's a simple solution for you. But have that conversation with your alliance. Have an honest conversation. I always say that your play level and your enjoyment level of the game should be around the same as your alliance, because if everyone in the alliance is super hardcore and you're just casual, that's not going to be a good experience for your alliance. If you're super hardcore and everybody else is casual, that's not going to be a good experience for you. So try to find an alliance that is pretty similar to where you are in the game. If your alliance is struggling with Ultimate 7.5 Doom, 1.0 is not going to be pretty. Yeah, and I actually think Doom 1.0 is a little harder than Doom 2.0 for some of the nodes there. So, but yeah, as far as your collection power, you should be fine for Doom 1.0, especially if it's built up in certain characters, especially the characters that your lane is gonna, or the characters that you're gonna need for the lane that you need in Doom 1.0, because you know it goes, I believe it goes bio, then it goes skill, then it goes tech. So if you're on that lane, then build up those characters. On the other section, I think it goes mutants, then it goes bio. I'm not sure of the order, but yeah, pay attention to that order. If you have those characters set, you should be fine. If you have a huge collection power and don't have those characters set and ready though, then it's gonna struggle. So I think it's more about the characters that you have ready rather than collection power. But if your alliance is not willing to push and that's something that you want to do, then yeah, it's push. So yeah, it goes mutant, mystic, tech, bio, and then skill, and then the other side goes bio, skill, mutant, tech for 2.0. Yeah, for 1.0, I think it's a little different, but it's similar with that order there. So that is all we got for today. Dark Dimension 5 is coming very, very soon, guys. So if you are close to that, save your teal gear, get your characters ready. I know some players are ready right now with their student characters to get through at least the first section of Dark Dimension 5. So Hopefully you guys get through that quickly. Hopefully we get a war orb, the teal gear war orb in the store very soon, so we can start using some of our war credits. And hopefully Doctor Strange is very, very good. That is our 4th character. I forgot a couple of them. So we got 2 Peter Parkers, we got 2 Eddie Brocks, 2 Sam Wilsons, and now we're going to have 2 Stephen Stranges in the game. All right, that is it for the mailbags. Thank you for everybody that submitted a question on the mailbag, whether it got answered or not. And Amazon coins, guys, coins.valleyflyin.com if you want to partake in this meta-changing Eternals that is in the game right now. Cersei, Icarus look very dominant, not just in Arena, also in War, also in Raids. Pretty much every game mode they're going to be used in. So, yes, very, very strong. And use the link down below or coins.valleyflyin.com. And Wong is still getting ready. Yeah, never mind. I see your comments there. I see your comment. All right. Thank you, Valley Club. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your questions. And I will see you guys tomorrow on the Valley Club in the morning. And it looks like we're going to be doing some meta review, taking a look at the meta, unless something comes up tonight in Marvel Strike Force. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out. Have a great rest of your day, guys.